right, we're back. Sorry about that. We missed a goal. It was Jack Carr with a wrist shot that went right through the wickets. 5-hole, seeing eye. What did they call there? Offside? I think they were on. Anyway, it's Connolly, Lokar, and Gotchman. 11:18 remains. Jack Carr puts him up 2-1. Whitney to Conley. Conley throws it in deep, and they're content to now put a little forecheck on number 2. That's Gimbert. Gimbert works against Lokar, doubles back, and he's trying to come out. Throws a pass that does not quite connect, but they eventually get it in the hands of one of the houses. Can't be brothers, as they spell it differently. But there are 2 houses, H-O-U and H-O-W-S-E. Here comes Lokar. Lokar with a drop pass in his own end. You don't see it very often, and they get the puck up ahead to Conley. Conley working in 1-on-3. His line mates go for a change, and he's out there all alone. But we get a fresh 4. Now with Conley to the bench, Adler comes out, and it's a fresh 5. Glove save, Filippo. I'm really struggling with this. This is all ice up before the snowbank. I'm going to go somewhere a little bit more safe because I've already slipped once. I'm kind of worried I'm going to fall down. Fall down, go boom. We heard a report that it was 7-1 next door. That can't be, as it was 3-3 when I stopped watching. But maybe Austin is up 7-3. We can go look, get some sense for what's going on over there. Oh, you know what? I lost my program. Austin wins, and it's on to the final, 7-3. They emerge victorious over the Texas Warriors. Penalty on Gimbert. Gimbert had a leaned over Hamilton that he hit hard into the boards. So he's getting a minor. And that comes on the heels of Corallo getting a penalty. The Houston coach walked over to tell him it was a good hit. So I didn't catch all that happened there. They call that roughing. Referee did, and I like this, spend a few minutes to educate him as to what he did wrong and what he could have done differently. Nonetheless, Penguins lead 2-1. They have a 5-on-3, Conley, Wee, and Gotchman. And they have the next 89 seconds with a two-man advantage. They ring it around to Honeybone. Honeybone back to Conley. Conley back to Honeybone. Honeybone goes over to Carr. Carr, the goal scorer. He goes to redirect. Gotchman. Puck bounces in. They still have 1 minute 25 seconds left of a man advantage. 35 seconds. 35 seconds have elapsed. Not enough time for Jordan Gotchman to get the goal. Comes Lokar, Kennedy, and Adler. 3-1 lead. Penguins with the lead, 3-1. Here comes Adler. Adler hits Kennedy. Kennedy to Adler. Adler coming right up the middle. Tries to get a shot off, but he's knocked off the puck. Wilds Ferguson manages to get it out to neutral zone. Here comes Russell. He's got 1 minute left in the man advantage. He goes D to D, and he hits Hogan. As you know, Hogan typically plays forward, but they have used some forward approaches on the power play. Here's Lokar. Lokar gets hit. They're going to call an aggressive Ferguson for running him. Ferguson gets the gate. It's a delayed penalty. Out comes the goaltender. Ferguson, I'm going to call head contact. That's 2 and 10. Hamilton. Hamilton goes rink wide to Raybroker. Raybroker out of the corner. He gets it on to Hamilton. Hamilton shot knocked down. And out comes Whitney the other way. 14 seconds left to kill one of the penalties. Here comes Bofa. Bofa up to Raybroker. Raybroker with the dangle. Throws it back, and it's picked off by Whitney. Whitney's got a man coming out of the box up ahead. Hits him on a breakaway. Here comes number 2, Gimbert. Gimbert with a beautiful goal. Gimbert with the shorty makes it 3-2. Here comes Conley, Wee, and Lokar. Houston had 5 lined up. They tell them they're still on a shorthanded situation. Out comes the puck. It pops back to the defense. Russell hits Conley. Conley streaks across the middle and he enters the zone. He takes it wide against House. He leaves a drop pass for Wee, and Wee hits Russell. Conley gets the puck out of the corner. Shot on goal. Covered up, maybe not by Lokar. Conley not liking it as the puck was never covered. Weitzel had it in the crease, but not under his mitt. 3-2. Penguins still on the power play with a chance to take a 2-goal lead if they can get one more. Giving up that shorthanded goal definitely hurt. Here's Russell. Russell over to Carr. Carr shoots it low and wide. Conley goes out front. Conley with a wraparound, and it's a beautiful back of the net goal. He stuffs it on Weitzel. Jack Conley is on the board with his first goal of the season, and he's looking like he's feeling pretty good about it. Weitzel had no chance under an onslaught with all the penalties that have been called. I think they've called 4 minors on the Wild because there were 2 5-on-3 situations. They did manage a shorty in there, but giving up some power play goals to the Penguins puts the Penguins up 4-2. Goal scorers: Conley, Gotchman, Wee, and Carr. Adler just took my head off. Good thing there's glass between us. Oh, what a play there. Kennedy with the goal. Kozhikov tried to play it with his feet. Left it on the stick of Kennedy. Weitzel didn't have time to react, and it is Penguin 5-2. I'm going to have to stand here more often. They get the puck ahead to Adler. Adler works against Gimbert. Gets knocked down. And here comes Can. There are 5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the second period. Penguins have opened up their first comfortable lead of the year as they now lead by 3. Haven't given up a lot of goals in any of their games, so you got to feel this is pretty safe the way the defense and the way the goaltenders have played this year. Filippo in net. Puck comes out to Hatch. Hatch gets it to Adler. Adler goes back and he hits number 24. That's Beatles. Beatles gets it to Kennedy. Getting a little bit of a line change here. Hatch comes for Hogan. Ooh, that was a nice move there. He walked all the way in but shot it just over the goal, looking for those top corners on Filippo. They get it to Adler. Adler's got 3 big guys coming after him. He decides to pick it up and reverse it, get it over to some white space. Gets it to Kennedy, but Kennedy can't quite keep it on a stick long enough to get it out. And now it's in the skates of Kennedy. Kennedy leaves a short pass for Hogan. Hogan tries to get it out of the zone, and they manage to get it to Kennedy. And as we've talked about, Kennedy moves that puck quickly whenever he gets it. Adler dumps it in, and they go for a line change. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton throws it in behind his net and turns it over to the aforementioned Hamilton. Hamilton with a great pass to Rabroker. He shoots it wide. Hamilton, Rabroker, and now Fenwick for the Wild taking it out the other way. He's got Wee back checking on him. They try to go wickets. Get around the defenseman, but not quite able. This is House. House shoots it in. Big save, Filippo. Here comes Carr with the little dipsy dangle, and he gets it up to number 14 is Honeybone. Honeybone advances the puck to Hamilton. Hamilton gets it out, and now it's Wee. Wee working against Portlock. A lot of size on this Houston team. 14 Honeybone must weigh about 80 pounds at best for the Penguins. 14 Portlock must be 150, 145 pounds, and 5'7" for the Wild. Conley, Gotchman, and Rabroker Conley, Gotchman, and Lee all have a goal this game. They get the puck to Conley. Conley tries to break it out to the center. Shot goes just wide, and here comes a ring around pass a little bit too far for Gotchman. He's engaged along the blue line. They get it to the blue line, not out. This time it goes. Now they hit 2-on-1. He's got Conley with him. He's got Raybroker. Raybroker trying to find him in the slot. Conley working against House. Good call there as Jack Conley used his arms. First penalty of the year follows the first game of the year. Or goal of the year, I mean. So I don't know if you can see this. You know, we're in the Dr. Pepper Star Center. So Dr. Pepper displayed proudly. On the scoreboard, there's also the RC Cola logo. No word on whether Diet Right shows up anywhere. I haven't seen that yet. Here comes Fenwick. Penguins with a rare penalty kill. They've been the least penalized team in the division and have had no 10-minute misconducts for the aggressive USA Hockey required mandatory penalties at Bantam, head contact, charging, etc. Gimbert, a little bit too far, gets to the end wall, but they wave off icing as it was ticked. Here comes Honeybone jockeying against one of the players. Adler comes in to pick it up. Adler goes high, but he can't get it over Fenwick. It comes to the blue line, not out. Fenwick with a shot. This one's knocked down, and here comes Hatch. Hatch takes a backhand, gets it out of the zone, but not very far. A regroup opportunity. Here comes the Wild. Gimbert gets it up to Portlock. Portlock goes back to Gimbert. Here comes Carr. Lokar working against Gimbert. Gimbert to House. Oh, beautiful move there. House comes in, huge save, big rebound. I can't believe it missed. It looked like it was going top corner. Granted, I'm pretty far away, but he had a good scoring chance there. 36 seconds remain in the penalty to Conley, which I believe was roughing. Good play there. It squared the length of the ice by Bofa. Earlier this weekend, I didn't know the difference between a Bofa and a Solis. I do now. Bofa wears 17, Solis wears 18. This is a long pass. They get it up to Can. Can gets it over to Huntley. Huntley leaves it for Can. Can throws it out in front, trying to get Huntley. A little bit of Sutton and Youngblood going there. 4 seconds remain in the minor penalty. And out come the Penguins. He's got Conley coming out of the box. Conley's going to get there first. They're going to wave that off. Yes, they do. Conley with the wraparound. Can't quite get it on goal, but it was a pretty interesting shot at it. Conley goes to the bench. .38 seconds remain in the second period. Penguins with a 5-2 lead over the Wild. Rink-wide pass hits Hamilton. Hamilton can't quite keep it on his stick long enough, but they throw it right back to him. Hamilton out there with Hogan and Raybroker. Here comes House. House takes it wide. Working against Filippo. Filippo with the save. 16 seconds remain in the period. We'll slide down to the other side for some third period action. The old traveling music. No traveling music as my phone just died. 2.5 seconds remain. Comfortable lead here for the Pens. They're ahead 5-2. 1 period to go. I'll set the camera up down here, take a little restroom break, and be right back. has dropped, and we're into the third period. Conley, Lee, and Gotchman, and each of them have a goal in this game. Other scorers were Carr, and I'm trying to remember who got the fifth one. Conley hits Gotchman. Gotchman comes up. He goes rink wide, but unfortunately it's Huntley of the Wild. His pass, though, if it was his intended target, he shoots that wide and he gets it to Conley. Conley fights along the wall and he gets it to Gotchman. Gotchman tries to carry it out to the blue line where it's picked up by the aforementioned Whitney, or Huntley. He's everywhere, the shift. They hit Gotchman and he hits Conley. Conley working in on the defense, throws it in deep. They go for a line change. As we've talked about 45 seconds, these kids want to get off. There were 14:15 on the clock when he got to the puck. This is thrown up along the wall, and here comes Kennedy. Kennedy leaves it for Lokar. Lokar, Kennedy fighting along the wall. Managed to be cleared by Gimbert. Here comes Bofa. Bofa over to Beatles. Beatles, nice pass. Tried a little chip pass across the middle, but it was a good vision to see that. They shoot it into Filippo. Well, Penguins have a little trouble getting out of their zone. Kept in by the Wild. They work it back to the point. Double deflection, but they managed to make the save, and now it's thrown length of the ice. It's a foot race. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy's flying, and he tries to chip in around Kozhikov. Kennedy still got it. He tries to cycle the puck down to Hatch. They throw it into Kennedy, and this is Russell. Russell down to Hatch. Hatch looks across. Beautiful pass. What a great pass that was to Robbie Raybroker. And I'm not sure what they're calling. It's probably a high stick on Raybroker as he got his stick up there a couple times. They call a hook. Just what the Wild need. Chance to get a power play. See if they can crawl back in this one. They trail 5-2. I'll be back in just a minute. Wild score power play goal that makes it 5-3. Penalty was on Raybroker. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy working with Lokar and Adler. House breaks it up and they break out left side. Throw it out to neutral zone. Here comes Kennedy trying to pull it out of his skates. Can't quite do it. And here comes Gimbert. Or no, that's number 7, Champagne. Champagne keeps on a stick a long time, trying to find someone to pass to. Gets it over. Seeing that puck bounced a bunch and it manages to find the back of the net. It is 10:51 remaining in the game. 5-4 now for the Penguins. Bouncing puck somehow got past Filippo. Don't know that he really saw Hamilton, Hogan, and Ray Broker. Attack now. They're back in the Penguins' end. They've brought this one much closer as it's now 5-4. Ray Broker trying to get it up. He gets it to Hogan. Hogan looking to get it to Hamilton. Throws it up in the air and it's picked off by Whitney. Whitney throws it in. This one's bouncing in on Filippo. Conley, Gotchman, and Whitney. Face off in their own end. Shifts have dropped to 15 or 20 seconds if there's a whistle, as they are keeping fresh legs. That was the difference in a comeback earlier against Houston. They get the puck ahead, a little bit too far for Conley. They can't quite break out. Honeybone now back in his own end. He rings it, and this is Carr. Carr takes a lot of time as there's nobody forechecking. He goes to Conley. Conley throws it up ahead. A little bit too far for his intended target, Wee. This is Ferguson. Ferguson working against Wee. They force him out the other way, and he throws it out in front of the net. Portlock picks it up with a head of steam, and he's coming in 2-on-2. He goes wickets. He goes wickets and gets the puck all the way down to the goaltender, Filippo. Conley working against Fenwick. Fenwick throws it in deep. Back to Portlock. Portlock plays it out of his skates. And they throw it length of the ice. That's another line change for the Penguins. Here comes Gimbert. Gimbert goes with a long pass. It's Whitney who then goes for a line change. They're coming out now to Kennedy. Kennedy avoids the hit, keeps it on the stick, and he gets a backhand pass up ahead to Ray Broker. Ray Broker goes back. This is Solis. Here comes Hack. Come on, Ray, run! A lot of commentary here about the quality of the officiating at the Texas shootout. 8:44 remaining in the game. Ben's with a 5-4 lead. This is pulled out by Hogan. Hogan tries to shoot low, but it's broken up by Eplin. Eplin deflects it up to House off the skates. House throws it out of the zone where Russell picks it up, and now they're going the other way, trying to get the puck on the stick of one of the Penguins. It's Hogan again. Hogan cuts to his forehand. Tries to shoot low because he had Gotchman down by the goal. They throw it in deep. This is a scoring chance just wide by Gotchman. Gotchman in the right spot. This is Hogan. Down to Gotchman! Gotchman just wide. Couple good scoring chances there. More commentary about the quality of the officiating. Here comes Russell. Russell over to his partner Beatles. Beatles hits Hamilton. Hamilton's pass intercepted by House, but Hamilton right on him. All that speed manages to close the gap very quickly. Here comes Wee. Wee throws it in deep, and it's Conley working against number 4. Number 4, Eplin throws it, but it's Kennedy that gets there first. Kennedy and Conley fighting along the wall with House. Here comes Conley trying to pull it out of his skates, and he does. Throws it in the corner. We're at the midpoint of the third period. 7.5 minutes to go. Kept in at the point by the Penguins. This is Conley over to Wee. Wee tries to get it to Kennedy, and they don't quite connect. Now back in the neutral zone. It's Conley back checking, and he's lined up on House. Forces him wide. Puck dribbles back to the point where it's kept in by the Russian. Glove save by Filippo, and they shift him up again. It is now Hatch, Adler, and Raybroker. Starting to see some little different line combinations. 7:08 remains, third period. Pens lead 5-4. Boy, that's a tough one. There was a slap shot taken that deflected way up in the air. Came in as a rainbow. Filippo trying to measure into it and managed to catch it with his glove, but anything could have happened with that puck. Face off to his left. Wild trail 4-5. They win the draw and they able to mount a little bit more of an attack here in the third period. Here comes number 17. That's Bofa. Bofa brings the boards, gets it onto the stick of Raybroker. Raybroker can't quite clear the zone, throws it onto his own bench. Face off coming in the Penguins' end, but it is out near the blue line.
I really don't agree with the calls.
Here comes Carcillo. Ties it up. 5-5. 5-5 to score. Lokar, Hamilton, and Hogan come out for the Pens. Reset for you. It's 5-5, 6:43 remains. The Houston Wild, who have tied all three of their games, find themselves late, tied against the Dallas Penguins. I don't know if they would take this one to shoot, but I suppose they would. Doesn't really mean anything. Gimbert chips it up to House. House to the blue line, not out, kept in by Russell. Good play there by Huntley to pick it up. He's got Hamilton chasing him, and he hits him from behind. They do call that, as they should. He was completely out of control, behind and threw his body at him and then fell on the ice. Guess they called a high stick. Little frustration coming out of the part of the Penguins. Gives the Wild their rare power play opportunity. They have not had many so far. They're going with Conley and Wee on the penalty kill. Conley and Wee for the box play. Conley takes the draw, manages to win it, gets it back to Honeybone. Honeybone throws it up, trying to clear it. They get it to the blue line, not out. Here's Gimbert trying to set something up. Huge save, Filippo. Out comes Wee, rethrows it, but doesn't get it very far, barely into the neutral zone where it's picked up by Fenwick. Fenwick throws it, knocked down by Conley. He gets it to Wee. They go with two more. That's 27 seconds killed. Working hard, these boys are, and you see they want very short shifts. As soon as they get tired, they want to get off. Gimbert comes in, throws it ahead. Here's Portlock, and they lose control of it. Gets it to Raybroker. Raybroker throws it down, and it's another 20 seconds killed. Adler picks the puck out of the corner. He's got all sorts of moves at buying space in little areas. Manages to kill another 10 seconds. We're down to 1:05 remaining in the penalty. They throw the puck into their own bench. Russell hits one of the Penguins, and it's a face-off coming. 61 seconds remain in the power play. They come right back with Lokar and Hogan, keeping fresh legs out here. The speed of the game. To Portlock. Portlock back to the point to Kozhikov. It's Portlock fighting through there, keeps it on a stick for a long time. He's got a huge size advantage, a little bit stronger than the other kids. Quick whistle. We saw one earlier in the second period. Puck was not covered. They managed to blow the whistle. 46 seconds remain. Faceoff comes to Filippo's left. They ring the puck back to the point. It's now picked up by, I think that's Whitney, getting the short shots down low. Two guys working down on Honeybone. Honeybone, Carr, Lokar. Somehow Honeybone, the littlest guy on the ice, comes out with it. Lokar throws it with the backhand and he gets it up. This is Hogan. Hogan coming in 1-on-3. He just dumps it into the corner. Gets them down to 20 seconds left. Looks like they'll be able to kill the rest of the penalty if they can break up this first pass, which they do. Oh no, Portlock keeps it on a stick, comes in, tries to get to his forehand. 10 seconds remaining, the man advantage. Portlock playing against the passive blocks, nobody gets out on him. Tried a great cross-ice pass, but nobody there to break it up. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy comes up that right-hand side. He's flying. He's got Hatch in the middle. Kennedy throws it in deep, and now they shift up. Hatch in the corner. Hatch, one of the few kids on the Penguins that's as big as the kids he's playing against. Hatch probably about 5'5", 5'6". They throw it to Kennedy. Kennedy fans on it in his own end, and it's turned over to the Wild. Wild coming in, backhand, forehand, shoots, turned up over the net by Filippo. There's a big hit there by Hatch. They call that, and it's going to be a power play opportunity for the Penguins. 3:38 remains. They call roughing. That's on 5. And the goal scorer, Carcillo or whatever, I think he's actually the one that tied it up. We've got Gotchman,
All right, stay warm, buddy.
Carr, Ray Broker, Honeybone. 3:38 to go in the game. Power play opportunity for the Penguins. They switch up the line. No, they call timeout.
Go right, be a wall, be a wall.
Gotchman, Wee, and Rayberger, the forwards, out with Carr and Honeybone. Penguins on the power play, trying to get possession down in the end on the attacking side. Cleared the length of the ice by the Wild. It's steered to the corner by Filippo. Filippo gets it over to Honeybone. He comes out on the breakout and he hits Rayberger. Rayberger comes in through the neutral zone. Pass doesn't quite connect. And it's thrown the length of the ice by Eppelin before it's knocked down by Carr, who takes it behind his net. He's got Wee if he wants to counter and hit him. Or not. Is that Wee? Looked a little bigger for a second. Yes, that was Wee. Wee over to Rayberger. Rayberger fighting in deep, trying to get it through in front of the net. Kept in at the point by Russell. Russell can't get it past House. It spits out the other way. Here comes Champagne. They bring out Adler. They bring out Hatch. And they bring out Kennedy. They've got a minute of power play to enjoy. A minute. Here comes Bofa. Bofa to Russell. Russell into Hatch. Hatch over to Adler. Adler's going to buy himself some time. Fakes. Manages to keep it on a stick, but he does get pinned down by Eppelin. Eppelin takes it, clears the length of the ice. It's going to clear all but about 25 seconds of the penalty. We have 30 seconds remaining. Russell comes out of the corner, and he gets the pass up. This is Adler. Adler circles back, trying to get a little bit of room before he makes his rush. Tries a long pass to Kennedy. Kennedy gives it back to Adler, and Adler gets it on his stick. Beautiful catch. Adler hits the blue line, takes it wide, throws it back to the point. There's an aggressive hit by Portlock. Or they call offside. What do they call? Offside or minor? Adler's on the ice. I don't know if they called a minor or not, but Adler got rocked. His head hit the boards. I may have just been an offside call because I don't see anybody go into the box. Hey! He's moving, but there's a lot of stars, so I don't think we're in his final. Could have a little bit of brain issues there. That type of play you could get a concussion. Adler tries to get to the bench. 12 seconds remaining in the power play. And they line up, I believe it was just whistle offside. No penalty on the play. As Portlock caught him from the weak side. Much bigger player, really capable of knocking kids around with that size. So it's Hamilton left side, Ray Broker right side. In the middle, it is Hogan, Kozhikov, Huntley, Gimbert, and 14, is that Whitney or Portlock for the kill? What's left of the kill. And then they'll be getting Carcillo out of the box in 12 seconds. Face-off's thrown in deep by the Penguins. Gimbert comes around, tries to throw it the length of the ice. He gets knocked down at neutral zone by Carr. 3-2-1, and the Wild are full strength. 95 seconds remaining. Game still tied. Penguins have had Wild have had 3 tie games in this tournament so far. Turnover in their own end. Big save by Filippo. Here comes Ray Broker. And they throw the puck onto the stick of Hamilton. Hamilton's got wheels. He's coming in. Shoots a weak shot just wide as he could feel the pressure there from the back-checking Wild. Here comes Portlock. Portlock gets it ahead to Whitney. Whitney tries to go back to Portlock, but it doesn't connect. He goes into the corner. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute in the game. Check along the boards. It's Russell fighting. They get the puck to Ray Broker. Ray Broker's got a chance to hit his target. Holds it on for a while. Finally crosses the blue line, chips it ahead. Doesn't connect, and it's thrown back in by the Wild. 40 seconds remaining. 40 seconds. Here comes Connolly. Here comes 21 Kennedy. And here comes Hatch. Connolly gets the puck, buys some time, and hits a little bit too far for Hatch. 25 seconds remaining in this game. There's a short pass that connects to Whitney. Whitney gets it up to Champagne. Champagne throws it back to the point. There are just 15 seconds left. They throw the puck out a little bit too far for Kennedy, and it's thrown. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5. Conley's got to keep this on the wall without giving them a chance. Tries to tie it up. 1-0. Game over. No idea what happens now. It is just a consolation game. Could be a tie, or there could be a 3-round shootout. Houston came up and played 4 tie games. 4 ties?
We've gone to shootout every single time.
Looks like another shootout, folks. Try to get a little bit different angle here. See who the coach wants to use. Can for the Wild. Can coming down on Filippo. Can comes in on Filippo, takes it to his forehand, coming in on the right-hand side. He works against him. It's a nice goal. He kind of stopped as he got to the crease. As soon as he saw Filippo come off the post, he pulled it to the side and slid it in that little opening. Here comes Gotchman. Gotchman scored 5-hole on a shootout against the Wild earlier this tournament. I do believe it was the same goalie. Gotchman comes in with a head of steam, takes it over, he goes to his backhand, he comes in, he tries 5-hole again, it's stopped by Weitzel. 1-0 after 1 inning, the Wild lead in the shootout. Here comes Portlock. Portlock comes in. He also comes in fairly quickly. Cuts to his backhand. Goes to his forehand. Works against Filippo. Filippo manages to come out and stab him with a poke check. Out comes Conley for the Penguins. Conley, shooter number 2. They trail 1-0. He's trying to shake out some jitters. Circles back and he works against Weitzel. Conley coming in, looks like he's trying an S-curve. He pulls it in wide, goes to his side, committing it on Weitzel. Tries to go 5-0, shoots it right into him. Weitzel with the save. 2 innings. It is 1 goal for the Wild, no goals for the Penguins, which means the goal right here seals it for Huntley. Huntley comes in, also coming in quickly. He's coming in on Filippo. He comes in. Beautiful goal. The Wild win. Hard to describe what he did, but it's a one-handed move where he went strong to his forehand and threw it over and put it in with his free hand, just one-handed as the goalie moved. Beautiful goal. Wild win 6-5, shootout victory. That's it for the Penguins and the Wild, and they're staying in the Texas Labor Day shootout. Signing off here on Penguins TV.